So today I'm just going to literally do what I do every morning. First things first, we draw out the overnight volume profile and we try to identify points of interest. So hold on, let me just see if I can move this. Okay, yeah, complete that. So what do I see overnight? This is the 5-minute chart. So I see essentially yesterday we have this area of high volume that we did use as a nice point of resistance here. That carried, this zone carried over to the overnight, and we see it on the weekly as well. So it's going to be my kind of key level, 70s, and I want to see what happens if we come back and react to it. If sellers can defend price here, as they did before, then I'm decent to short it. Else, I'm decent to long. Because if we see just the overnight reactions, we have coming into the zone of high volume, bought, and then sold into, and now tried buying, but sellers were in control, and we're also coming off all-time highs from Monday. It's Wednesday now, so curious to see. Yeah, so this is a pretty strong level here at 70. Make it like that. Overnight profile. So usually I like to let the first 5 minutes kind of just play out. So I'm going to let that happen.
5 minutes later.
Here's the volume profile. You can see here. Or the footprint chart, sorry. Here's the footprint chart. We can see basically right off market open. Well, this is the overnight. This is that 70s wall I was talking about. And now we can see, boom, we're basically selling off with aggressive 15,000 contracts, 7,000, 6,000, 10,000. And now we're kind of accumulating. You can see buyers are trying to take control. We're pushing. Sellers are decently in control below 54s. Buyers are trying to take control above. And if I switch to the other screen, boom, boom, we can see we're leaving this sell bubble behind. So it's a potential reclaim. I would be interested to see how we react when we come into kind of here, this region, 64s, because it's close to value area low. There's a big buyer here, 488 contracts, big buying bubble. Possible that this buyer gets absorbed if we don't move higher. Very possible that this okay. So we're not breaking with very strong volume quite yet. 3,500, 37, 38, 4,000 contracts. See, we're coming down with 12,000, 6,000, and now we're trying to break up with okay. Getting a bit stronger. I like this delta. 900 delta, about 16% delta. Okay, hold on. Okay. Ooh. Immediate reject. All right. That doesn't tell us the whole story though. Okay, so we're building a bit of volume down here. 755s. Okay. Oh. Possible buying. We could come back up and test the 70s. If this manages to hold. We're pretty close off low of day. See, I'm I'm kind of itching to go long here, but I need to wait and see what price does, how price reacts. When we're getting sold back into. Nothing quite yet. If I'm truly going to take a long, I need to see. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I do like that, but gonna have to wait. I will wait for the next 5. I will wait for the next 5. 40 seconds. We're building a decent amount of volume here. The lows. Yeah. Okay, I'm in there. There was 275. I just like that accumulation. Kind of failed to break below. I think 70s is a key level that we're going to want to test again at some point. It's a little bit chop city, isn't it? But I really like how we left this these selling bubbles down here, and then we have a big buyer bubble. And then if I swap to footprint, boom, you can see what I'm seeing. You can see kind of we're coming down with high volume, 12,000 cons. Now, this is what I really liked. 488 bubble with 1,000 delta and 7,000 volume. It's 13%. These ones were 3%, 5%. This is 13% positive delta, which is pretty good. And now this is almost 20,000 contracts on this candle. So it is possible, however, that I do get stopped. But I was willing to take the cheap trade, right? I'm only risking 5.5 points. That's good. It's good with me. I don't need to put it all the way at the lows because, you know, if we're going to come down here, probably going to take the lows anyways. And that's where my thesis does get invalidated in terms of looking for longs. So but we're holding this level so far. If we get taken out, we get taken out. It is what it is. Look at that. I'm getting bought up. Again, I'm trying to really understand or accept the fact that I don't control the market. I don't will the market to go in the direction that I want it to go. I put risk on the table when it makes statistical sense and I have an edge. And I just let the trade play out as it will. That's it. You know? So, it is what it is. Outcome is out of my control. It's looking like it might be a stop, but you don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. Yeah, that's it for me. Fair enough.
20 minutes later.
Let's see. I'm willing to take that risk on. Yeah. I like what we're doing here in terms of building kind of consolidatory volume here at 55, 56. I entered at 57, which in hindsight, I probably should have entered a little bit later, but what can you do? I like my stop. I like this aggression. I just want to play a rotation back into value. It's like value area high. And the risk reward is right. It's 2.6 to 1, which is right around my average, you know? So we'll see how it goes. I think if we can hold this 5 above 56, 57, we're looking pretty decent for a reversal. Of course, reversals are inherently a lower probability, but look at the footprints right now. Footprints, we have a strong, so a negative 30,000 coming down now, 10,000, 9,000, 12,000, right? With aggressive buying deltas. And see, we have this 72 level that I talked about before. I just want to see us come into that and then observe reaction of price as we come into there. And 10 a.m. is about to open up, which should give us a slight increased volatility. As well, FOMC is later today, so we'll see how that plays out. But I'm obviously going to be at work, so I'll not be trading FOMC. Not that I trade news anyways. Very good. New 5. If I play an extension to overnight highs, that's okay. So I guess we'll see. A little bit here. I do need to take a D key, so I'll be going. Playing at VWAP. I'll show you the VAW footprint right now. So that's a little bit more interesting. We can see here, whoa. Buyers have a decent amount of control above 55, 56. We can see with that aggressive increase in volume, 12,000 volume, 13,000, 1,000 deltas here. And yeah, it's very possible we reverse, but I think we visit the 70s at some point. So I'm trying to be on this side of price. Interesting. Seem to be rejecting VWAP at the moment. I don't want to break even quite yet, because it is still valid if we come back here and then you know, go back up. So certainly willing to hold. Just a minute until 10 a.m. opens anyways. I want to see buyers defend. I truly want to see buyers defend here. Sir. This is our high volume node that we entered after we saw a decent amount of aggression out of. So this is an area which I want to see buyers defend if we are to go higher. Simple as that. In terms of the 4 hour though, yeah, it's looking quite quite bearish, if I do say so. But that's the thing. I'm all about just reading price as it is right now, reading volume as it is right now. Of course, I use higher time frame as a indication, and in terms of the context that I see before me, looks like we might be a bit overextended for shorts. But regardless, let's see. 10 a.m. just opened up. Pretty decent amount of selling, actually. As we speak, position is still quite valid. I'll actually mark out this zone so I don't have to keep zooming out. But yeah, this lower, higher volume zone, it's pretty good. And as long as we can defend price here, I think we accelerate up to this upper zone. I like this reaction a lot. Coming back into the zone of high volume. Boom. Initial defense. I like this. I like that reaction quite a bit. Sellers reloading, or buyers reloading, I guess. I wonder how the DAC is doing. Some kind of thing with an SMT. New 5 in about 30 secs. Ooh, nice little aggression here. And I can show you on the footprint we have what is called delta divergence, basically negative delta, but a green candle so far. Depending on how this closes, that basically shows us that even though we have negative delta, passive sellers, we have a green candle, aggressive buying, which is a really good indication that, you know, buyers are in control at this point in time. So, new 5. We'll see. This is gonna, I have a feeling it's gonna be a bit of a hairy trade, but obviously willing to hold it. I'm willing to accept the risk that I put on, and the rest is out of my control. So, just gonna sip my coffee. It's out actually. That's okay. I'll get more coffee at work. I want to see us break this high with a decent amount of aggression. I do want to take risk off at the table at some point, but not quite yet. We're not quite as far away from this HVN as I want to be. Good. I want to see us push. I want to see us push with aggression here. Good. Just flip the 5. And everybody here, or everybody in this region who was attacking sells, they're getting a little bit cooked right now. They're getting squeezed a little bit. And again, I just love playing mean reversions. So come into value area low. I see aggression from buyers, right? Lack of follow through from sellers. Like here, sellers were in complete control. Here, the auction was changing hands a little bit. And now, well, we'll see. But I want to be on the side of the buyers here, because I like how they've been defending price for the past however long, 20 minutes or so. The beginning of the zone. Yeah, 70s. New 5 in 30 seconds. Yeah. Let this be the start of the push. We have 11,000 volume candle right now, building with a little aggressive buyer bubble, building. So 5 seconds for a new 5-minute to now. I want us to see us take it with force now. Yep. Yep. I wanna like Fabio Valentini says. I can't even fucking do it, but
Get to 800, they accelerate. 879 at 8.
I didn't quite get that here, but I do like the way price is moving out of this high volume zone. I also do think we end up here. I also do need to start getting ready for work. It's 7:11 a.m. right? I usually try to leave the house by 7:30, so I might just let this run and see what happens, I guess. We haven't taken that internal high. I bet Nas is moving. Actually, kind of lagging. Yup. Very good, very good. Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. Come on. Very good, very good. Yes, yes. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Now I'm very tempted to take risk off the table. There's really no reason why price should come back and test my entry. Especially since we're now in this void, I like to call it, this LVN. We built enough volume down here. And now we're just taking price higher. See, we have so much LRL. Yeah, I'm breaking even here. We have so much LRL, low resistance liquidity. I think we can take all of it, to be honest. This is one of those trades where I just kind of want to hold it 30 points, you know? But again, I don't want to be greedy. We have to see how we react at 70s, even 6/7s, you know? But right now, risk off the table, so come what may, you know? Come what may. It's out of my control. I took risk off at a point where it makes sense. Now the rest, it's not in my hands anymore. But in terms of the 5, we're looking great. Flip the 15, which is great. 4 hour put in a bottom wick, which is great. That's like what I want to see always. Yeah, what else? If I look at the 1 hour rejection block, like I don't really trade rejection blocks, so to speak. But I do know it's a popular like ICT concept, and have done a little bit of research into it. And I tried backtesting it with a standard deviation, and you know, I just prefer trading order flow because it just makes more sense to me, right? But it is like rejection blocks are a decent confluence. It's just what is support and resistance repackaged at the end of the day, right? It's the extreme of hourly wick, right? But anyways, this is a point of consolidation that we expanded out of, and we just hit the same point of consolidation, and I want to see the same expansion out of it. That's literally it. So yeah, again, price does what it will. I'm risk off, so I'm chilling. There's the new 5 just opened. I should really take a shower now. Come on, let's hit full TP. I gotta go take a shower. Ooh.
Creep, ooh, walking with that heater. Look around, stay low.
Ooh, yeah, we're gritty. Yeah. We're breaking VWAP. Yeah. Let me show you the footprint. Boom. 28,000 contracts. 28,000 contracts pushing 1,200 delta, coming into our point of interest. Now, this is what I call textbook. Innit? Boom. Now we're coming back in here. I just want to observe what price does. That's it. There's no reason for me to exit. I'm just gonna hold, see what price does. I'm gonna go put on my clothes. Hopefully the price does something. That's it. Like, you know, I don't even want to self-glaze, but like, textbook reversal. And I took that loss in the beginning. Fine. I was able to wait, see what price did, put risk on the table, only risk 5.5 points. Great. Okay, now we're coming into 70s, which is really what I've been waiting for. So this kind of region, we can very possibly reject out of here as we have. New 30 minutes about to open up as well. So we'll see how that reacts. But yeah, this void, I knew it was gonna be, it was not gonna be too much of a problem to accelerate through. All right. Yeah, we just passed 6-7. Again, patience pays. So I just have to be patient. This is a slow grind up, but we're grinding for sure. Sellers present under the 70s. But let's see. I want to see some acceleration. Ideally, I want to see just buyers I don't want to get banned. I want to see buyers completely take control at these 71s. In which case, I can start trailing and letting it ride. But in reality, like, I know myself, I'm going to be looking at this way too granularly. So I'm going to go keep on changing, and I'm going to let price do what it does.
I said, hold up, wait a minute.
Testing VWAP on the downside now. leave pretty soon here. Do I run, take full TP here? It was an initial rejection. I really want to see sellers take control if I'm going to get out of this position fully, you know. So far we're defending. So I want to be a bit more patient with price. Again, it's risk off, so in reality, it's just my own ego, my own psyche. It's battling my own emotions. Reality, price is going to do what it wants. I have my area of interest marked out. It's just about letting price get there. Or not. Anyways, I got to book a ride to WEC. Very nice. Nice little flippage. Very nice little flippage, if I do say so. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Come on. See some aggression here. Let's see some aggression here. Come on. Let's see some aggression or I'm out. I like that. I mean, I can show you the footprint. 20,000 contracts with almost 1,000 delta built in. That gives me a decent indication as to, you know, we're probably gonna go take these highs, which is, you know, London range. Okay. I want to be trailing pretty tightly now. Very good. Let me call my lift. Very good. I honestly just want to let price run and do its thing. But this is obviously a point of rejection, so I don't want to trail too low and lose potential profits. So, holy, it's so expensive to get to work right now. That's okay. We just hit TP, so. That's a pretty good trade. 1L, 1 dub, which hasn't closed yet. Yeah, you know what? I'm all out there. I don't really want to hold it. I don't want the headache. It looks like price might continue running. You know, I'll update, but I don't want the headache. I will take my profits and call it a day there. So, good day. Up 2R. And I closed for 2.7 to 1, so I'm happy. We'll see if price truly does extend. It's good for me to have this data.